Welcome to another episode of A Sandwich and Some Lovin'. I'm Kellie Raspberry Evans, and this is my co-host and husband.
Hello, Alan. Hey, Train in the house.
How's it going, A-Train? Having some technical TDs tonight, technical difficulties.
Well, we tried to fire up the YouTube for our live studio audience, and that was a big fail.
Yeah, we're not trying not to let you see us because I'll be honest, I look really cute tonight. I got my hair and makeup all done thinking I was going to take some pictures this afternoon. That got scrapped. So I thought, well, at least it's not wasted because we're doing our podcast. We're going to fire up the YouTube for our YouTube family to join us. And it just wasn't happening.
Didn't happen. It got dark and it got cold and we could not take pictures.
Yeah, but do I look cute?
I guess we could have.
Describe how cute I am for the people to visually, well, I guess not visually, audibly imagine how good I look right now.
Well, listener, let me paint a visual picture for you. I'll start from the ground up.
No, I'm talking about my face.
Kellie has on these big, furry, I guess they're UGG.
They're UGG knockoffs.
UGG knockoffs.
I got them at Costco. They were less than $30, I think. They look just like UGGs,
They're like
don't they?
Yeah, they do. They're a mushroom color.
I would say that's true.
Then we go up to her pants, and there's a cropped leg. They go down to her shins, white with black vertical stripes. So
And my pirate pants.
Yeah, they're kind of like pirate / jail pants.
Gifted to me by you, honey.
Oh, okay. I gave you
this.
This
was our first.
I gave you those?
Yes.
Wow.
My first birthday. We had only been dating like 4 months, and this was my birthday.
I mean, I like them.
You picked them out.
I don't remember me picking out.
They're my birthday pirate pants.
Your pirate jail pants, and then as we move further up, we have kind of an oversized charcoal T-shirt.
It's my favorite T-shirt. I got it at Nordstrom Rack. It's so comfy.
You're in your Shabazz Brothers urban loungewear with the ProFlow waistband.
But then from the neck up, how fabulous is this?
Fabulous, babe. Your hair's done. Your hair's did. Your makeup's
did.
did.
I wore eyeliner.
For the podcast.
That's a big deal. Well, I didn't do it for the podcast, remember?
Yeah.
Did it for the photo shoot. That didn't happen.
The photo shoot that didn't happen.
And now it's the YouTube recording that didn't happen. So
Mercury's
you
in
just get to look
retrograde.
at me. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. You finally believe me.
No, I don't know if I believe it, but nothing works.
Well, you know what?
Why doesn't anything work?
Until November 20th, you can blame everything under God's green earth that goes wrong on Mercury being in retrograde. But after that, it's our fault. So today, I tragically overslept for work. I mean, tragically.
Babe, I looked up and it's like 5:48.
I had to be at work.
Oh.
By that time, I should have been at work 18 minutes before that.
I felt bad.
Yeah,
I felt like I was late.
Yeah, you rolled over and told me what time it was. But I wasn't, back in the day, I would be panicked. I'd be cussing. I'd be running around. But what good does that do? You're late. So about that same time, our producer, Robert, texted me.
Stop talking.
Yeah, and I told him, I'm sorry, I just got up. And then about 5 minutes after that, JC texted me, the host, and I was like, yeah, I'm coming, And they called me on the way into work. So I talked, I don't know if you were up and listening at that point. I
heard some of it, yeah.
So they talked to me on the way in. But yeah, it's just one of those things. What are you going to do? I could have killed myself to get out the door, risked life and limb to get there, but I was late no matter what. But I blame it on Mercury in retrograde. Not the fact, well, I'll tell you what I blame it on. iPhone. They need to put the snooze and the off button a little further apart.
Or you could set multiple alarms.
I could, but why don't they just set the snooze and the off button on the alarm further apart? Because when I hit what I thought was snooze this morning, apparently it was off instead.
Or you could be smarter than the phone and set multiple alarms.
I could do that.
Yeah.
I bought a new alarm clock because my old one was starting to lose time, and I just wanted to get a new one. I've had it forever.
Well, hold on. Let's pull back the kimono for just a second.
Okay. I was about to finish that thought, but
well, I'm gonna create a new thought.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Can I finish that one first?
No.
All right.
Okay, go ahead.
No, I'm saying when I picked it out at Target, it said it had a dimmer light on it because the light is so bright. You can set different settings to make it a less bright light in your room. This is the brightest clock I've ever had, even on the dimmest setting, isn't it?
It's bright.
It lights up the entire room.
But you know what? You're
talking
a lot about iPhones and button placement and bright alarm clocks
and Mercury in
that don't work,
retrograde.
and Mercury in retrograde. Here's the deal, and I'll pull back the kimono. So we rolled to bed last night after a long day, as they usually are.
Yeah.
And it's like 10:30. And I'm dead tired. I get in there and curl up in my little burrito blanket and set my alarm, turn off the lights. And then I see the glow of an iPhone over my shoulder.
I have to play.
I see a glow.
I'm telling you.
I see a glow of the iPhone over my shoulder.
Yeah, I have to play a round of.
And I'm like, what are you doing?
Best Fiends, I know. I have to play a little bit, just a level.
Babe, it's 10:45. You got to get up in 5 hours.
But that's how I wind down. I sat up last night writing all these commercials that I had to record today at the radio station because I wanted to knock them out.
Best Fiends without the R.
Best Fiends,
like
yeah.
Friends,
like
without
the R.
Yeah.
So I sat up and I wrote so many commercials that I even wrote a couple by mistake for next week. I was in a writing frenzy. All those commercials you hear me do on the Kid Craddock morning show or wherever you listen, I'm writing the majority of them. I'm so thankful when they write them for me. That's great. But the majority I have to write myself and time them out, make sure they're all right. So I was up doing that because we're getting ready to prepare to go to Kids, and we've got Thanksgiving break, and you have to prepare ahead because commercials still go. So anyway, I was trying to be proactive, but then by the time I lie down, I just can't, well, I guess I could try to just close my eyes, go to sleep. I was like, I'm just going to play a little Best Fiends. And I played for like 5 minutes.
It wasn't 5 minutes.
10?
Well,
you go to sleep immediately.
Yeah, good call. I was just about to say, I probably passed out in 1 minute. So.
I played like a round until I beat that level, which for those of you asking, I did. Thank you.
So was killing them slugs,
killed the slugs.
Was that worth almost being late? Well, actually being late to work.
I don't know if that was the necessary culprit.
Well,
but
it didn't help.
It did not help. It did not help. And then I spent, and then of course today, whenever you oversleep is a day you need to look cute. So I threw my curlers, my makeup, everything in my bag. I was supposed to take a shower. I needed a shower, but I didn't have time, obviously. And after work today, we had a benefits meeting. I need to go over that with you. Mm-hmm. Decide, what plan. Are we going to stick with what we have?
Are we getting screwed, or is it a better plan?
I'll be honest. Our boss, he's so great. He does a lot for us insurance-wise. But I need to talk to you about that. And then I had to go, or I got to go, the privilege of going to the Raising Cane's headquarters, the local headquarters. Todd Graves, who founded Raising Cane's, they raise a lot of money for kids. And this year we did the big check presentation. It was over $100,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So I went for that. And that's where I was supposed to look cute.
Wow.
But I was looking, I hope I looked clean. That's all I cared about at that point. I needed a shower so bad.
So Raising Cane's donated $100,000?
Yeah. They have a day where they donate 10% of the net proceeds to Kids and their sales. And they raised over 100. I think it was 104,000 and some change, but that's great. And because Kids, if you're not familiar, it's a charity that Kid Craddock founded. Oh gosh, about 30 years ago. Well, a little less than 30 years ago, because I've been there 25 years, and I think I've been on almost every trip but 2. But anyway, we take children with terminal, chronic, life-threatening conditions and their families on an all-expenses-paid trip to Disney World. And that's coming up very, very soon. We always go the week before Thanksgiving. So we've got that to look forward to. And I'm so excited Alan gets to go this year. He didn't go last year. Didn't go the year before that. We've only been together a couple of kids trips, but this year you're going.
It works out this year, yeah.
And I think it's a beautiful thing for you to experience. So
yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, so that was what went on today. And then I came home and we had to work a little bit on the Emma, Kellie, and Me project, an ongoing project.
Doing a lot of shipping. I'm spending a lot of time in the shipping department.
And receiving.
Got
a lot to we received a lot. We shipped a lot.
And photography.
We didn't do that today.
And web design.
Didn't get to the photography.
A lot of web design.
Yeah.
A lot of what else is there? Oh, a lot of like I'm the delivery guy too.
Yeah. Do you feel a little bit like we're over our heads sometimes?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah, I had one of those days today where I was like, I need a glass of wine, which I'm drinking right now, by the way, if you're wondering. Yeah, I was just feeling like I'm a little overwhelmed.
I had half a glass, and now I feel like I'm about to pass out.
That's not a bad feeling.
My alcohol tolerance has gone way down.
Yeah.
I have like a glass of wine or a shot of whiskey, and it literally makes me want to pass out now.
Well, yeah, I'm kind of chill. I needed that. Take the little edge off, you know how it is. Take the edge off. But we got some great things coming with Emma, Kellie, and me, so I hope you're staying tuned for that. I've been in the closet tonight with my glass of wine, listening to a new podcast called Happy Face. It's I was watching Dr. I just been watching random stuff. I catch like 5 minutes of something and it sucks me in, and it's about this girl who is the son of a serial killer. And he was the happy face killer. And so I'm listening to that one now. I like those true crime podcasts. I like that. And
it's not a true story though, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it is a true story?
Yeah, she's the daughter. He's serving life sentences.
Well, who was it? Who was the serial killer?
Oh God, I can't remember his name right now. I just started listening. I'm on like episode 1. But he is the happy face killer, and she was one of his 3 children.
Jeez.
Yeah. So she was on Dr. Oz the other day.
How come I haven't heard of that? Where was this? Where did the crimes happen?
I don't know, honey. I just started listening, literally in the closet, so I don't have all the details.
Oh, okay.
But I like these true crime podcasts. I love when people recommend them to me. I listened to Cold. I thought that was a really good one. I still love S-Town. S-Town was the one that really got me started. If you haven't listened to S-Town, To Live and Die in L.A. was good. That was really good. There's so many I can't remember right now. But if you have one that you really like. I've been listening to Heather McMahon's Absolutely Not podcast. That's a good one.
You're full of them.
I love listening to podcasts. And I love doing a sandwich and some lovin' with you,
Me too, babe.
And we also want to talk about another couple of podcasts that we listen to in just a minute. But Alan, okay, when we sign off the podcast tonight, I'm going to go to framebridge.com. And I'm going to order the proper container, the proper box for us to ship off the Jason Witten jersey. We've got to get that framed and ready for Christmas. It's going to be here before you know it. I do love that framebridge.com has a really quick turnaround on these types of things. But if you have photos on your laptop, you can just upload straight to framebridge.com. They can frame those for you. If you have a special Jason Witten jersey like we do that was gifted to us by a listener, we're so appreciative of that. If you have a christening gown, if you have a flag from a military funeral, things like that, Framebridge is who you can trust to take those things and frame them so beautifully. And if you're wondering how this works, you just go online. They have so many frames for you to choose from, the right matting and things. But if you're still not 100% certain, if you don't trust your own judgment, they have experts there who will get online, and it's not like a bot. They will actually text back and forth with you to make sure you're picking the right frame. They'll make suggestions for you. It's really a wonderful service. We love framebridge.com. Handmade personalized gifts from Framebridge start at just $39. And that's a great thing to know for the holidays. And all shipping is free. And plus, we've got a great deal from our listeners with framebridge.com.
Become a gift-giving legend by using Framebridge to give high-quality, one-of-a-kind gifts that you can order in minutes. I like that. Legend, a gift-giving legend. Go to framebridge.com and use promo code SANDWICH. You'll save an additional 15% off your first order. Just go to framebridge.com, promo code SANDWICH. That's framebridge.com, promo code SANDWICH.
You're starting at $39. That's great.
That's easy.
People are on a budget, you know.
Be a gift-giving legend.
Well, with that Jason Witten jersey, you're gonna win Christmas with that.
Absolutely.
Thanks to Framebridge and our lovely listener that I can't remember his name, but thank you. Thank you.
Good stuff, babe.
So anyway, and a couple of other podcasts I want you to check out. We have
a lot of listening.
Well, a perfect pair, the perfect pair. Rock T and his wife Crystal.
Yeah.
We were guests on their podcast this week. It's not ready to go yet. I think they're dropping it next week, but be on the lookout for Perfect Pair.
We covered a lot of ground.
They're so awesome. I worked with Rock T on Dish Nation a few years ago. Yeah, and Rock T and I are no longer with the program, but we're both members of the Yay Network podcast family. So that's really exciting. High Five, I think, is the overall blanket company. I don't know. That's Boss Man George's company. But anyway, Perfect Pair is going to drop that podcast next week, and you'll hear it on A Sandwich with Some Love a little bit later on this year. So it's really nice to be a part of that.
I like Rock T and Crystal. They were very nice.
Yeah, we should ask them to dinner. That'd be a fun foursome.
Yeah, that would be.
Let's do that.
They were a fun couple.
I want to make more couples friends. That's one of my favorite things to do, and you knew that from the day you dated me. I like doing double dates, triple dates. I love that.
Rock T and I had a lot of similarities, I know.
As in what?
Oh, I don't know. He said he's a woodsman as well.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
He said he liked
I thought you were talking maybe about your fashion sense because you both wore baseball hats.
He said he liked to chop wood.
Yeah, right.
Oh, we did talk fashion. We talked
underwear,
doing laundry. We
bathing
talked
suits.
Underwear, bathing suits. Gosh,
love making. We did talk about that as well.
We talked about how come a couple can't stay in the honeymoon phase forever. That was kind of
it was a good show. So be on the lookout for that. Check out Perfect Pair, but also we'll have that on A Sandwich and Some Lovin' a little bit later on in a future podcast, not in the too far off future.
I was calling Rock T. I was hoping he'd call me A Train, but he was just calling me Alan. Maybe someday he'll call me A Train.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
All
right. So I was talking to Alan a little bit earlier tonight. So my girlfriend, her daughter has just graduated college, and she's got her degree and everything. And she said what her daughter really wants to be for her career is a social media influencer. Now, I kind of giggled at that a little bit. It's like, okay, just go do that. Mm-hmm. It does take a lot of work to become a social media influencer, but there are a lot of people out there doing it. Mm-hmm. Instagram, Facebook, social media platforms are making it harder for them to do it because, of course, they want a bigger piece of that action.
They want their cut.
They do, and it's making it hard. But I thought this was just like a random thing that she was, just a random. Like, how many other people want to do that? Of course, you say you want to do it, but do you really want to do it?
I mean, it's not the first thing you hear people say.
Like,
really?
I want to be a social media influencer
Usually
for my
it's
career.
Doctor or want to work in marketing or something like that.
Right. Well, she ain't. She's kind of smart because, there was this study conducted by a market research company called Morning Consult, and they said that 86%, wrap your brain around this. 86% of people who are ages 13 to 38 would like to become a social media influencer. That is huge. Huge. Right? Out of those who took part in this study, according to Bloomberg, only 12% consider themselves to be influencers already. Now, what has to be on your resume? What's the magic number? What is it that makes you an influencer?
Are you just asking?
I'm asking you.
Just asking my opinion?
You. Yeah.
Well, from what I've read about this subject, because this falls under the marketing area.
Yeah, because that was your specialty.
Yeah, there's different kinds of influencers, and I think the buzzword now is micro influencer.
Right.
Because micro influencers have, and I don't know what the exact number is,
but it's also known as nano influencers.
Yeah, some
micro,
people say,
nano,
well,
same thing.
People that have followings under 10,000, which is a lot of people. But then you've got kind of the mid-range influencers from like 10,000 to 250,000.
Yep.
That'd be kind of where you fall, babe. And then you've got the ridiculous ones.
The celebrities, big celebrities.
The celebrities that are 250 and then up to several million.
All right. So people with the small followings, like Alan said, the micro or nano influencers, they say because they have such a passionate following. That's the thing. You have to have a strong relationship with your audience who trust you, right? And you're trusting that if this influencer is trying to share something with me, they've tried it, they love it, and I want to try that too because I look at you and I like the way you look, I like the way you talk, I like your values, I like the way you decorate, I like the way you dress. I want to buy what you're selling. They said that's what they're looking for. And if you could have 10,000 followers and 50% of them buy what you're selling, that's a good return on investment, I would say. Mm-hmm. So they said these nano micro influencers can make between $30,000 and $60,000 a year. That's a great full-time gig for a lot of people.
Bad.
For a lot of people, that would be like a side hustle as well. But even for a full-time job, that's great.
My first job out of college was $27,000.
Right? The micro influencers. Okay, so there's nano, then micro. So nano's a little even smaller than the micro you were talking about.
Well, they're just using different terminology. So they're using nano, micro, and celebrity. I was using micro, mid-range, and celebrity.
Okay, well,
we're talking the same thing.
Okay, so their smallest were 30 to 60.
Yeah, we're talking the same thing.
Mid-range were $40,000 to $100,000 per year. And then the celebrity influencers can make way more. They talked to this one guy named Joe Gagliese. I know I'm butchering it, but he was the first guy who really saw the power of social influencers, media influencers, social media influencers. And he started off with hockey players. Yeah, and then he founded this company. They did a lot of research on the social media platforms, and they started with this other guy a company called Viral Nation, and it is an influencer agency. And so a lot of these people you see, they have agents bringing products to them, but a lot of the smaller people they hire. They have employees that go out seeking these nano micro influencers, okay? Mm-hmm. But he goes out and actively pursues the big ones. But he started with hockey players, and then he went with one Vine star, this one Vine guy, and got him a Post cereal buy. Mm-hmm. And because of that one Post cereal, 2 weeks later, he had one client that became 16. Very shortly, he had 700, and now he has about 10,000 influencers.
Wow.
Under his belt. And one of the largest, according to him, it would be this guy called PewDiePie. He is I think he's Swedish.
G'day, mate.
Right? His claim to fame was he plays video games online and people watch him play. That's like how people are making the mega money. And then he realized, okay, I can't keep doing that. So he also does like little funny videos and stuff too and skits. But he made his money watching people and playing with people and live streaming it.
Wow.
And he now has like over 102 million followers on YouTube. So there's no telling how much he charges per spot. But according to Joe, influencers who have up to 1 million followers can get $10,000 per post, depending on their platform. 1 million followers and up, you're getting into a territory where you can charge $100,000 per post. Some even get $250,000 for a post, especially if the content is on YouTube and the influencer is in the gaming industry like PewDiePie. So he is a multi-millionaire because he figured out early on, like 2012 is when he started. So It wasn't like an overnight thing, but he was one of the first.
Wow.
And that's like anything else. You got to be one of the first. Mm-hmm. So you could see why young people would want to get on this.
Yeah. The number of the celebrity influencers, though, that are making that big money, I mean, that is a tiny percentage.
It is.
Of all the influencers that are out there.
But if you hear that the micro and nanos are making 30 to 60,000, that's still really nice.
It's not bad.
It's not bad. Now, behind PewDiePie.
But this is, well, you'll probably get into it. This is a lot of work.
It is. You do not understand how much work it is. It is hard work. But behind PewDiePie, you have the next 4 most recognized influencers. That doesn't mean necessarily they have the most followers, but these are the most recognized influencers. And I guarantee you're not going to know all their names. Jeffree Star. Now, he's a YouTube star. He's beautiful. He has bright red hair, and he's a makeup expert. I met Jeffree Star in a nightclub years ago. I've got photos with Jeffree Star when he would tour around. He's really good friends with Cobra Starship. So he would not recognize me in a lineup, but I've got a picture of me with Jeffree Star. I need to find it and share it.
In a nightclub?
Yes, it was Ghost Bar. Anyway, he does makeup, and then Shane Dawson also does makeup, and he collaborates with Jeffree. They recently came out with a line together. Then you've got this person called Markiplier. And his YouTube bio, I had to look it up because I don't know who Markiplier is. It says, here you'll find some hilarious gaming videos, original comedy sketches, animated parodies, and other bits of entertainment. And then the 4th on the list is Kylie Jenner. And we all know Kylie Jenner. Mm-hmm. So the thing is, these you think it's just a matter of them getting on there and putting on lipstick and stuff or playing video games. It is work to get your name out there and to gather. I mean, it's hard. You're going to bust your butt to get that $30,000 a year. But you keep thinking you're going to be the one that catches on, and you spread become viral, and then you're making millions. That's the dream, right?
Well, that's the dream. That's what everybody wants to do. But I mean, we have experience working with some of these agencies that hire influencers.
Yep.
I mean, I do myself. I don't consider myself an influencer, but I work with a company who every once in a while they'll come to me and say, hey, I got a client who wants you to post this or that about them.
But we ain't making no 30 to 60,000.
I ain't making no 30 to 60,000, but it's
no.
It's a little side hustle.
It is nice. And if it's something that like my friend, her daughter, I might send her, I don't know if she's done any research on it. It's like these little girls, you'll say, what do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be a singer. Well, do you take voice lessons? No. Do you sing in the church choir? No. So it's like, well, what are you doing to be a singer? I just want to be a singer. Okay. That's fine. You can have dreams like that. But if you really want to be a social media influencer and you want to put in the time, I found this article by a journalist named Mark Traphagen who said there are 9 proven tips to build up your social media following so people are attracted to you and want you to sell their stuff.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to give you those 9 tips. He says they're proven. I'm going to trust Mark on that because he's a journalist and he had an article and everything online. And if it's online on the internet, I believe it. But first, let me tell you this. Alan and I have started a new company, and right now we are super duper small. It is a skeleton crew. We are relying on friends and family who love us to help us out. But there is going to come a time when we need to hire some more help, right?
There will be.
There will be, hopefully soon. But hiring can be a challenge, as Codable co-founder Gretchen Hebner discovered. Gretchen needed to hire a game artist for her education tech company, and she knew it wouldn't be easy to find somebody to grow with her team, and that's why she went to ZipRecruiter.
ZipRecruiter.
Yeah, ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds those candidates for you. Its technology identifies people with the right experience and invites them to apply for your job, so you get qualified candidates super fast. Gretchen posted her job on ZipRecruiter, said she was really impressed with how quickly that she found qualified applicants. She also used ZipRecruiter's screening questions because sometimes how do you even know what questions to ask? You just know you want somebody good, right? Well, because of that, she was able to filter her candidates and she could focus on the very best ones. And that's how Gretchen found a new game artist. It took her less than 2 weeks to do it, which I think is really incredible with a huge sea of applicants to narrow it down that quickly. So with results like that, it's no wonder 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day.
And see why ZipRecruiter is effective for businesses of all size. Try ZipRecruiter for free at our web address, ZipRecruiter.com/sandwich. That's ZipRecruiter.com/sandwich, SANDWICH. That's ZipRecruiter.com/sandwich. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
Hey, we build up enough social media following. They're going to be coming to us, wanting us to sell stuff. We're like, wait a minute. We got to go to ZipRecruiter and find somebody to help handle all this business for us. Right, babe?
That's right. I tell you what, we're talking social media. That Emma, Kellie, and me Instagram went from, I was follower 1, went from...
Because you set it up.
Yeah, went from 1 to over 20,000 in just a few days.
Yeah, and that's really great.
Crazy.
That's great because people have been curious about
maybe
that.
We're doing something like what you're about to go through.
Maybe we need to write an article.
Yeah.
About how to get 20,000 followers overnight because it's that easy.
So we can be published.
Right. Just like Mark Traphagen.
Publish.
All right, he said, so tip number 1, the 9 proven tips, you got to follow legitimate, relevant accounts. To get followed, you got to be a good follower. But you just can't follow any random people. You've got to find people and businesses relevant to what you are doing. Okay, so some ways to hunt for good accounts to follow if you have no clue. Look at the influencers that you like and see who they're following. And then check out Twitter lists. This is something I didn't know existed. You go to Twitter and you check to see if key people you're following have any public lists. And if you find a good list, you can subscribe to that or follow people from the list. And he also suggests joining groups or communities on Facebook, LinkedIn, other networks that have them, and then watch for those who are making valuable contributions consistently and then follow those people. All right, that's number 1. Number 2, have something to show and share. You have to have substance to your profile. Your best followers are going to be people who take time to check out your profile before they even follow you. They want to make sure this is worth my time. I'm an invested follower. So they want to see that you've got something worth following, okay? And do you know anything about this pinned post feature?
Well, like on Twitter, you can pin one of your tweets. Right?
I don't know how to do that. You have to show me because a post that stays sticky, they say you should put that at the top of your feed, and you always make sure you have the latest, most valuable piece of content pinned up there.
I guess then that would be sort of like your saved stories.
Yeah, the best of the best
on Instagram. You know how you can put your stories up there.
You need to show me. I don't have anything saved.
Okay.
Number 3, be active and engaged. So commenting on and reposting or, sharing posts of others shows that you're not a bot, that you are present on the network. Whenever it's possible, don't just retweet or repost somebody else's post, but add a remark explaining why you're sharing it. Don't just repost. Comment and repost when you're sharing it. And also tag the original poster. It can get you in trouble if you don't do that. Number 4, post.
Yeah, like you reposted some of my photos yesterday. How about a little photo cred there, Raspberry?
God, we're married. Sue me. Number 4, post opinions, data, news, and trends. Expressing a strong opinion can be risky, but it can also gain you a lot of engagement, sharing, and exposure. And people also respond strongly to data that either backs up what they believe or challenges their beliefs. And if you can become a good source for breaking news, people want to follow you so they don't miss out on what's happening. You know what I've noticed about what people love to break news first? Death. Have you noticed that? People want to be the first to report when somebody dies.
And then they want to post themselves with the dead person.
Yeah. Or when some tragedy strikes, like they get admitted to rehab. Here's my picture with this famous person that just went to rehab. Look how connected I am. That bothers me. I don't like that.
You know what I have noticed here on post opinion? That this is true.
Yeah.
Because if you take a hard line, and I do this sometimes, I do it we have Instagram on A Sandwich and Some Lovin', at A Sandwich and Some Lovin'.
Yeah.
If you take a hard line, like I'll say, you know what? Candy corn sucks.
Yeah.
If you throw out
you think that's like harmless?
Yeah.
Who could be offended?
Who could be offended by that? Oh, you'll get so many comments either defending that candy corn doesn't suck,
right,
or saying, oh yeah, dude, candy corn, that's the worst. That's the worst. No one's in the middle.
Right.
If you say something sucks,
right,
they will comment on that.
And I feel, I don't comment, but I want to sometimes. Like the other day, somebody posted that Almond Joys are the Nickelback of candy.
Whoa,
it made me mad. It made me mad because I knew they meant that as an insult.
Easy.
And I like me some Almond Joys.
I like me some Nickelback.
Both, right?
Nothing wrong with Nickelback. Our neighbors to the north.
Number 5.
Hey?
Post frequently, but appropriately. The hardest truth about social media is that no matter how popular you become, if you stop posting and engaging with your followers, you're going to be forgotten in no time. You've got to maintain a regular presence, but you also don't want to overdo it. So what's the rule of thumb? Well, according to Mr. Traphagen, who wrote this article, he said generally post less frequently on networks where the newsfeed is heavily controlled by an algorithm. Man, that Facebook algorithm has kicked me in the butt. Have you noticed that?
And
Instagram now, because Facebook bought Instagram.
When anyone uses the word algorithm, I get dumb-faced because I don't really know what that means.
I don't know what it means necessarily, but I know.
Can you define algorithm?
Well, I know they do some sort of scientific pattern where your post doesn't show up in as many people's feeds. Because I was explaining this to somebody the other day. I have more followers than I ever have, but I'm getting fewer and fewer likes. And it's like, is what's happening there? It doesn't make sense mathematically. So it's some algorithm.
I know a couple of ways to not get your post liked very much.
What?
You put a hashtag ad in there.
Yeah, that's it.
You put hashtag partner in there. You put a website address in there. You put
algorithms.
That's an algorithm. You put a screenshot, something you screen grabbed off My Therapist or something like that. You put that in there. There are a lot of ways to get your post not seen.
Yep.
Those are some of them.
Number 6, rally your subscribers. If you've got an email list you regularly send content to, and you should, include your primary social media links in your newsletters, and every so often to make a special appeal to people. Hey, follow me. Number 7, Alan is a big proponent of this one. This is like your number 1, not your number 7.
I don't use these on my I don't use hashtags on my personal posts.
You are
I use them
big proponent of using the right hashtags. Hashtag Act Your Life.
I use them. That's a bit.
No, you started off for real until I busted you on it, and then suddenly it became a bit.
That was a bit. I use hashtags on my personal account as a bit. I use them on our business accounts for the reason that people follow hashtags.
They do, but you also he suggests you look before you leap with a hashtag. Search for it on the social media like Instagram and make sure it's being used for good, because sometimes you might use a hashtag and realize, oh, I don't want to be associated with that, because it pulls up a lot of stuff that's really lewd.
Whoa.
But they say there's a tool called RightTag, RITETAG. RITETAG, that can help you find the best hashtags for each of your posts. Do you know about that?
I've never heard of that.
Well, now that's a tip for you.
Valuable content.
Number 8, get speaking gigs and interviews. Oh my gosh. I don't know that I agree with that, but they say if you speak at conferences or meetings that, people want to follow you on social media, that's if you're good. If you crumble and fall apart and you're a blubbering idiot, it doesn't get you any followers. I promise you that. But interviews, maybe interviews.
There are a lot of blubbering idiots that have lots of followers.
Well, I haven't gained any. So at number 9 on this titillating list, build partnership campaigns. So what you should do is build relationships with non-competing companies who still have relevance to your business, and then pitch ideas to them to join together for content and social media campaigns. One of those things like where tag me and tag at blah, 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 and like our pictures and we'll give away something. That way you get people going back and forth to those. That's a good tip too.
Well, this is similar to us doing the podcast with Rock T.
Yeah. Yep.
And Crystal, it's like...
you listen to them, we listen to you, and all that.
And part of this is social media too. Like we're going to post on our social media that we were on their podcast and tag them. They'll do the same for us. And then hopefully that builds a bigger audience for both of us, right?
Yeah, because they have a great podcast. And you know what? So do we.
Yeah.
I bet you Rock T and Crystal on Perfect Pair aren't giving you the 9 tips to build your social media following so you can become a social media influencer and make $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
That's the goal. We're just here to help.
Mm-hmm.
We're just here to help.
You think our listeners like that?
I hope so.
You think they're as passionate about social media as we seem to be?
I think it's interesting. If they're listening to us, I would hope they follow us on social media and they see the science behind it. And plus, like I said, 86% of young people between, 18 and 30 something or other, 86% want to be social media influencers.
Yeah.
I would assume a large chunk of them are listening to A Sandwich and Some Lovin'.
Maybe. There is money to be made, I'll tell you that. You can make some money out there doing this. Posting relevant content that people want to follow.
Or pictures of your dog, Larry.
Being relatable. Yeah, or pictures of Larry.
Yeah, that's what I like to do.
What, babe?
Well, you said you brought something to the show.
Oh, sorry.
That was me pausing.
Oh, I panicked. I thought you were about to launch into this.
No,
Okay.
Waiting for you to bring something, honey.
You're going to be waiting a long time.
Yeah, apparently so. That was a real pregnant pause.
Sorry, I panicked. You brought up a screen and I was mesmerized. We had a discussion last podcast about cutting the cable, and I asked for help because I don't know a lot about this subject.
I've got a few friends that have been messaging me about it, what they're doing.
I mean, I know about it at a high level, but we were over at Amy and Big Russ Lowe's house a couple of weekends ago, and Russ said that he cut the cable and he's using Hulu. And I was like, dude, can you get like the Cowboys and can you get the news? And he's like, yeah, here, let me show you. And he's going through it. I'm like, wow, this is incredible.
Well, there's like a bundle you can get with Hulu, I think ESPN, and I want to say Disney. The new Disney streaming app that just launched this week.
Well,
and there's like bundles you can do in addition to just exclusively Hulu, Well,
I asked for help, and man, did our listeners help.
People want to help. When they find something that they love, they want to share it.
I received a lot of letters, and I'm not going to read all of them, but I do have one. I'm not going to read the whole thing because it's a long letter, but it kind of summarizes.
Very helpful.
Look at this.
Oh my gosh.
It summarizes really everything that everybody sent me. So I thought I'd paraphrase some of what our listener Shannon sent me. She says, "Hi, Kellie and Alan.
Hi, Shannon.
I'm emailing regarding thoughts on cutting the cord." She says she did it 2 years ago. There's lots of streaming services, which we know. Hulu Live, Sling TV, Direct TV Now.
Okay, my friend Carolyn. She has Sling.
Alan's going to do what Alan's going to do. He's going to strum on his guitar. He's going to sip on his sour. And he's going to tell y'all to get the hell on out of here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shannon says, I would do the 7-day trial, set a reminder on my phone to cancel before I got charged, and try them out. I found that Hulu Live was the best one for live TV and live sports, also a priority in my house. YouTube TV wasn't out yet when I was doing my research, so I don't have an opinion on that one. I will say Hulu Live is constantly doing updates and is always getting better. Example, they updated the screen guide and now it looks like a normal cable TV guide. That's what Russ was showing me.
Mm-hmm.
So here's some things she said could be drawbacks. Let me know if any of these sound like they might be deal breakers for us. She says, you can only have so many users streaming at one time. I'm not sure of the max number, or maybe you can increase your package to get unlimited users. Okay. Everyone will have to have their own profile so they can watch their own shows and pick up where they left off. That's
just like Netflix.
That's like Netflix, yeah. When you're watching live TV, there's no back button, so you can't jump from one channel to the other without going to the guide and finding the channel again. This one drives me crazy.
That's on the Hulu.
Huh.
So you can't, what now? You can't do the previous thing where, like if you're watching HDTV and CBS, you can't just go back and forth between the channels?
Yeah, you go back to the guide. How about that?
That's not cool.
That's a user interface issue there.
Maybe they'll fix that.
There's a delay on live sports. This isn't a big deal if you're watching it at home because you don't know any different until someone texts you about a touchdown, a goal, a home run, et cetera, and you haven't seen it yet. Yeah. That's why when I DVR the Cowboys, like when they're on and we're doing a podcast, I won't look at my phone.
And how much of a delay though?
Well, like 30 minutes.
No, I mean not for you, but for the Hulu.
Here? I don't know.
She didn't say. Is it 5 minutes? Is it 30 seconds?
But she just says there's a delay. But yeah, I won't look at my phone just because of that, or social media. The channels on the guide are in alphabetical order of the name of the TV station rather than numerical order. Well, that's kind of a pain in the butt.
Well, ABC, CBS, Fox, NBC, or no, HBO. That wouldn't be on Hulu, would it?
I had recently moved to Houston from Fort Worth when I did this, so it took me a while to figure out since the stations are different than DFW. Now, here's one you're not going to like.
Uh-oh.
There is no Hallmark channel.
No,
Hallmark channel on Hulu.
Out.
So no Hallmark Christmas movies.
No, out.
But I have found that Netflix and Hulu have plenty of the same type of Hallmark movies available.
No, not the same.
Wow.
Let me tell you. Are you done with that?
No.
Okay, keep going on, and then I'm going to tell you something.
Oh, okay. She says, this is a great letter. She says, all in all, those cons, this is what I like. Somebody just spoon feed it to me.
Thank you. That's what we need. We don't want to research.
Just put that little plastic spoon in that.
We do not want to research. Just tell us.
Pop that Gerber bottle open and then spoon it in the AE's mouth.
Amen. I don't want to know how it works. I just want to know that it works.
Exactly. All in all, those cons don't overtake the good. The cheaper bill is huge. The fact that you can control your bill, add-ons, account settings, etc. from the app on your phone instead of calling a call center is amazing. Yeah. And she says no cable boxes and the weather don't affect your TV watching. How cool is that?
That's all cool, but I mean...
What?
I just want to watch my Christmas... I don't watch the Hallmark Channel except at Christmas.
I'll tell you what, you're paying about $200 a month for... what we watch, and that's what? ESPN,
Fox News,
Fox, the Cowboys, and every once in a while we'll throw on Animal Planet, Bravo, or one of the kids. I mean, there are probably less than 10 channels we watch.
It's true, and I just don't know why. I guess the cable companies are going to have to figure it out because so many people are cutting the cord, is to let you cherry pick the channels you want to watch. I would be willing to pay... like $5 a month, let's just say. If you could pick whatever channels you want for $5 a month, there's probably 10 to 20 channels that you could pick, and you'd be spending between $50 and $100. That's worth it, right?
Yeah.
But why am I paying for all these travel channels I don't watch and all these cooking channels I don't watch and, foreign language TV channels I don't watch? And ridiculous, like these random sports channels. Why? That doesn't make sense to me.
Well,
that's what I would hope it's going that way.
I think the kid's going to get his tomahawk out here in January.
Oh, babe.
What?
Is there a Hallmark app where I can watch on?
Listener, if you know there's a Hallmark app,
I can Google it.
Please email us at podcast.
Yeah, you know what? We don't even want to look. I don't even want to look to see if there's a Hallmark app. Just tell me if there's an app.
Yeah. I like how Shannon just spoon-fed us there. Thank you, Shannon. That was a very helpful letter.
It was disappointing, but helpful. Now, let me tell you, Shannon, and everybody else listening, something a little bit special about the Hallmark Channel. Because you know my dream, honey. What is my dream?
To be in a Hallmark Christmas movie.
To be in a Hallmark Christmas movie. I am Alan, I am getting so close to it. I can almost taste it.
You think so?
When we were on our podcast family vacation down in Mexico, we met this lovely gentleman from New York City.
New York City?
He was down celebrating I think it was just his boyfriend. I don't think it was his husband. Celebrating the birthday, the big 4-0.
Oh, I remember those guys. Yeah.
And guess who he had connections with, who he worked for? Hallmark.
Okay.
He said he was going to do what he could do. Now, you know, you're in Mexico. I don't know. We'll see what happens. He did email me after the fact, and I haven't heard from him since. We'll see what happens with that. But guess what? So a couple weeks ago, I was asked to be part of this new Penny's launch at the Northeast Mall in Hearst.
I was there too.
You were there too. We did a Sandwiches and Lovin' podcast from there.
Yeah.
And then they asked me to stay and do an appearance to kick off this wonderful new Penny's vision that they have.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? I was told Penny's is joining together with Hallmark for the new Christmas movie starring Danica McKellar in a movie about Dollywood with Dolly, you know, Dolly Parton's thing outside of Nashville. It's Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, I want to say.
Okay.
I've been once, but it's been many, many years ago. Dolly Parton's Dollywood is going to be featured in a Hallmark Christmas movie. Kellie, would you like to go to New York City for the red carpet premiere?
Cool.
Of course I said no. No, I didn't. I said yes. Of course I want to go.
Yeah, you said yes.
Of course I want to go. So it's really a big deal. They said Dolly Parton's not going to be there. Now, could she change her mind at the last minute? Maybe. But they said, you know what? Dolly Parton she's at a stage in her career. She didn't have to show up for whatever Dolly didn't want to show up for.
How old is Dolly Parton now?
I don't know. She's at the Country Music Awards, though, tonight while we're recording this. I know that. So anyway, but Danica's going to be there. They're going to give me the opportunity to interview her and everything. So I'm getting one step closer, babe, to realizing my dream. Now, this is the problem. This is the thing I'm trying to get out of. They want me to walk the red carpet.
Okay. And what's wrong with that?
Nobody knows who I am.
Oh.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah, but you think at a Hallmark event, everyone's going to know who everyone is on the red carpet?
I don't know. I'm trying to get out of it because I remember when I won the Gracie Award. Yes, I'm dropping a dime. I know you're going to say something. But when I won the Gracie Award, I had to go out to L.A.
Here, I'll pick that up.
And they were recognizing, you know, really big names in the industry. Leah Remini.
But in the radio industry.
Right. But no, this was in media. So it was like Leah Remini was there. All these people, these big celebrities were there. And I was representing a national radio show. And they had me walk the red carpet. Mm-hmm. And a couple of people were polite and took my picture. And the rest of them, like, literally just put their cameras down because they don't know who I am. It's embarrassing. And so I'm trying to get out of walking the red carpet in New York. But if I do, I guess it'll be a funny story to tell.
Yeah. Just walk the carpet. Yeah. Take pictures of them. That's what I'd do.
You can't do that. That's tacky. You can't walk the red carpet taking pictures.
No, of them, not of you.
But you're not going. Because we have the kids and all this other stuff going on. So my mom's going to go with me. And we were going to make a whole weekend out of it. So I was going to fly out on Thursday. I'm not going to be on the Kid Craddock morning show on the Friday. I think this is all like December 5th, December 6th.
Can you do
around
that?
I asked for permission.
You can just leave anytime you want?
No, I had to ask for permission.
Oh, okay.
And
got it.
I'm going to probably do a call-in from New York City. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so I'm going to do that. And then I have to fly back Saturday. We were going to stay through Sunday, but the office Christmas party is that Saturday night. And Boss Man George would be devastated if I wasn't there.
Hey, where's Kellie? I haven't seen her. Yeah, amen.
So I'm flying back from New York so Boss Man George can feed me and give me a couple of alcohol treats. Yeah. And so JC can win the big prize again.
Yeah, he'll probably win. He'll win a MacBook Pro this year. It's
so infuriating.
Yeah.
George always has this big raffle
I think that thing's rigged.
JC wins every stinking year.
The odds of that are very slim.
And
it's got to be rigged.
I told him last year, I said, JC, would it be nice for you to say, look, I've won so many times, I'm going to pull my name out of consideration.
He was like, no.
He said, no.
No, I'll keep it.
What a jerk.
You know what, though? I got to defend my man. I'd probably do the same thing. It's like, no,
if you win
I'm keeping this
year,
thing.
I haven't won anything.
Keeping this thing.
I haven't won anything. And then we do a white elephant gift where you're supposed to bring a gift, for like $20 or less and people exchange it. The gifts I get are always so lousy. I don't even take them home. I just leave them there for somebody to take.
Well, I got to be a white elephant.
It's called the White Elephant Party. That's what it's called.
Well,
Alan, don't start. I don't know why it's called a white elephant, but it's called a white elephant party, and everybody knows.
Be an elephant?
A polka dot elephant party. Are we that politically correct?
I don't know.
Seriously?
I'm just asking the question.
Why don't you post that on your social media and see if you get a reaction?
Say, I hate white elephants.
Why's it got to be a white elephant? So anyway, that's some exciting stuff coming up, I thought.
Very exciting.
So anyway,
I wish I could go to New York, but it's just not going to work
out. You know, it was just you have the kids. Well, we have the kids that week, so for both of us to be gone and have to arrange for childcare for everybody, it's hard. So my mom and I are going out. It'll be fun. And next week, we've got a couple more podcasts to do, but then you're going on the kids trip, and then we're taking the kids to Disney World for Thanksgiving.
I know. Got some exciting stuff coming up.
Yeah, we do. A lot to look forward to. It's the most wonderful time of the year, as they say. You know, but the season can be a whirlwind of deliveries, visitors, holiday travel. We've got a lot of that coming up. So it is the best time of year for you to upgrade your doorbell. Keep an eye on your home, no matter where the holidays take you, because no matter where you are, Ring is keeping you connected to your home from anywhere, even Disney World. Even though people are here watching our home for us, honey, they know that, you know, the Ring doorbell is going to let them know when somebody's there. They can say, who's there? So if there's a package delivery or a surprise visitor, you get an alert. You'll be able to see who it is, hear them, speak to them, all from your phone. If you're on the go this season, whether it's across town, across the country, you can check in any time for some much needed holiday peace of mind. And you know, with these porch pirates, these Ring cameras are really helping to crack down on that. People are much less likely, I think, to take something off your porch if they see a Ring device is right there staring them in the eyeballs.
You're always being watched. And as a listener, you have a special holiday offer on a Ring starter kit available right now. With a video doorbell and a motion-activated floodlight cam, the starter kit has everything you need to start building a ring of security around your home, no matter what this holiday season brings. With Ring, you're always home. Just go to ring.com/sandwich. That's ring.com/sandwich. Additional terms may apply.
Make sure it's that / y'all.
Love Ring.
I'll be doing that /. Do that /.
Don't be doing https //
www.
dot.
Oh, we got a lot to look forward to. So many good things coming up.
We do, babe. The holiday season. Stressful time of the year, though.
It is stressful, and sometimes I feel a bit overwhelmed, but, you know, I keep reminding myself, one day, my phone's not going to ring. One day, I won't, you know, have an alarm clock to set because I have somewhere I have to be. One day, it's just going to be me and you looking at each other. What are we going to do today, honey? Well, you want to go run to Walmart?
No,
we did that yesterday. What would you like to do today, honey? Well,
imagine this scene. Imagine this scene. You're laying down and you can kind of gently feel whatever you're in rocking a little bit. The vehicle is just gently rocking, and then you open your eyes and you look and you see me driving, and you realize, oh yeah, I'm in the comfort of the Newmar King Air, and we're somewhere in Montana. Yeah. And then you just gently go back to sleep.
Yeah. Because maybe if when I go back to sleep and wake up, it'll all be a dream.
I remember when me and Alan used to do that podcast, he'd always talk about that. And I always thought, it's a bunch of crap. He's never going to do that. And now look where I am. I'm sleeping in this thing. And it's my home. It's where I live now, on the open road.
I will literally be living in my car.
Yeah. Like JC did. Just a bigger car.
Yeah.
A little bigger version.
With a toilet.
With a turlet. With 2 turlets. And a safe. Multiple bedrooms.
Washer dryer hookup.
Air suspension.
Wine fridge.
Flat screen TVs.
Ceiling fans.
Granite countertop. Hand stained wood by the Amish themselves.
Man, I don't know, Alan.
What a life.
But that's a lifetime away. I guarantee you that.
All right, babe.
But you know what? It'll be here before you know it. I can't believe I have a 13-year-old daughter.
Yeah. Yeah, time flies when you're having fun.
Did time fly tonight? Did you have fun?
No, time always flies on the podcast.
Thanks, babe.
We always just talk, and then I look, and I'm like, oh
my gosh.
It's been an hour. It's time to bring it home for Jerome.
All right, you do that, babe.
Anything else you want to talk about?
No, Emma Kellie has a couple of girls over after school today, and got to get those girls home, get them all to bed, get myself to bed.
Yeah.
I'm not oversleeping. Man, that's the thing that happens, I've noticed in the world of radio and all my career of doing this. You oversleep once, it's like you always oversleep twice. It's like a back-to-back thing. I'm going to break that cycle.
You need to break it tomorrow. Don't be killing them slugs.
Man, you might need to set your alarm too.
I always set mine for 6.
Maybe I'll just set 2 alarms.
That
way if I cut one off.
That's what I said earlier.
No, I meant on my phone.
That's exactly what I said
earlier.
earlier.
I thought you meant with the alarm clock.
No.
Man, I hate my alarm clock.
Set multiple alarms on your phone.
Okay, I'll do that. I didn't think about that until just now. I'm glad I thought of that. But that alarm clock, babe, would you be mad if I just get rid of it because the light is too bright? I know that's a waste of like $15.
That's idiot tax. Why are we doing that?
Because the light is so bright. So annoying. Okay.
Next time, just give me the $15 and I'll go pick out the.
I picked out one that said it had a dimmer on it, but the dimmer is literally still so bright. It's annoying. Anyway, okay. I digressed. Wrap up your podcast, honey.
All right, babe. Well, this was fun. I love you desperately.
I love you.
Love our listeners desperately.
Love you all too.
But I'm sure we will podcast again real soon. And in the immortal words of the great Keanu Reeves, life is good. You have a good sandwich.